Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Harry. I'm learning English by watching real shows, movies and podcasts. And you are coming along for the journey. We'll go line by line, understand the vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation and all the good stuff that helps you speak naturally. So if you want to learn real English from real content, hit subscribe and let's get started. Okay, hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So let's start today's learning session with FBI files. I already chose a episode from the documentary series FBI files because I personally believe this documentary is a really good source for learning English. And also the narrator sound in this series are just fabulous. So let's get started. I already, as I said, I already chose this episode, and the tool that I want to use in parallel with the episode itself is the Copilot. I love Copilot. It's a really good and helpful AI tool to just learn some English from this kind of beautiful documentary series. So, okay, I use YouTube and Copilot as an AI tool. You can actually use any other AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, or whatever you want. But I personally prefer Copilot for this purpose. So, and let's just, the first thing first, please just, okay, let me show transcript because we need this live transcript here. It's a really good tool to actually locate any sentences that you want to learn, you want to repeat, you want to actually read aloud, everything. So I already prepared the prompt for the Copilot. So the prompt that I will be giving to the Copilot is, I'm a non-native English learner. I will paste one line at a time for a real show, podcast, movie. You can actually use this prompt for yourself. I'm just showing you the exact prompt that I will be using for this episode. So for each line, I want AI to give me a crisp, clear breakdown. And here the items that I want to actually I want the AI to do for me. The first one is meaning. I want AI to actually give me a short and simple explanations to key vocabulary phrases, brief definitions, usage notes. And the third item would be grammar structure. I want the only essential points, tense, patterns, a special construction. The fourth one would be idiomatic, natural elements. Why this line sounds natural, informal, sarcastic, emotional, and etc. etc. And the fifth one would be examples. I want AI to give me 3 short natural example sentences for each key phrase. And the sixth one would be patterns to remember. I want AI to highlight any useful structure, for example, phrasal verb like used to, be going to, etc. etc. And also I want it to keep everything concise, structured, and easy to scan and learn. Okay, let's get started with copying this prompt simply by copying this prompt and pasting it into the Copilot, and that's it. That's it. Okay, so, okay, let me start the episode. For this episode, I just prefer to start from the start, but you can choose any part that you think it's exciting and it's worth learning for yourself. You can choose any part, any shows, anything you want. But if you want to go along with me, you can actually choose this episode called In the Act. Full episode, the FBI file. These documentaries are completely free on the FBI Files channel on YouTube. You can find it. Okay, let's get started.
In Alabama, a series of deadly...
Okay, so before that, let me just increase the sound and also turn on the subtitle. Let's get started. Again. Okay, I want this sentence.
A series of deadly assaults shocks the community and frustrates police.
Okay, it says in Alabama, a series of deadly assaults shocks the community and frustrates police. So I think there are a couple of really good phrases and vocabulary here that would be really helpful for me to actually learn them. So I just copy this line and paste it to the Copilot. Let's just do some adjustments. Okay, there you go. That's it. Let's go. Okay, fantastic. So meaning, it says that the meaning of this sentence: in Alabama, a series of deadly assaults shocks the community and frustrates police. So a string of violent attacks in Alabama has shocked local residents and left the police feeling unable to make progress. Key vocab and phrases from this sentence: a series of several events happening one after another, deadly assaults, violent attacks that cause death or could cause death. So the next one would be shocks the community, strongly upsets or disrupts local people, and frustrates police, make the police feel blocked, annoyed or unable to solve the case. Grammar structure from this sentence: in Alabama, location phrase at the start, a series of deadly assaults, noun phrase, series plus of plus plural noun. So the next one, shocks, frustrates. Shocks, frustrates, simple present tense describing current impact. So two verbs share the same object, a series of deadly assaults. So some idiomatic and natural elements from this sentence would be: shocks the community is a common journalistic phrase for major crimes, frustrates police sounds formal and news-like, implying difficulty in investigation. So it's a really great phrase to learn actually, because you will hear this a lot in the news, in the police reports, and all reports of this kind. So the structure is typical of news headlines, concise, no extra details. Some example: we had a series of meetings last week. The town faced a series of power outages. She made a series of mistakes during the test. Shocked the community. Shocked the community. The accident shocked the community. The sudden closure shocked the community. The scandal shocked the community. Frustrate someone. The delays frustrate everyone. His vague answers frustrate the team. Technical issues frustrate users. And the last one, patterns to remember, a series of plus plural noun multiple related events. So we can use this pattern to show multiple related event, a series of something. Shock frustrate someone, emotional impact verb. So news style often use simple present to describe ongoing solution. That's a really great explanation. Okay, so next,
In Alabama,
play one more time just for checking the pronunciation and a little bit shadowing. It would be really good for you. So let's shadow this line.
In Alabama,
A series of deadly assaults shocked the community and frustrates police. Okay, that's the first sentence. So we are moving to the next sentence. That is this one. Okay, let's start the second sentence.
All the killers leave behind are the dead and fleeting images on surveillance videotape. Look.
Okay, let's play again.
All the killers leave behind are the dead and fleeting images on surveillance videotape.
Okay, it says all the killers leave behind are the dead and fleeting images on surveillance videotape. I just want to learn vocabulary and phrases from this sentence, so I just copy this and paste it. Next one. I'm just giving instruction to the co-pilot. That's it. Okay, so it says meaning. The killers leave nothing useful behind, only the victims and brief, blurry video clips from security cameras. Key vocabulary and phrases: leave behind, to remain after someone has gone, not take with you. So, to remain after someone has gone, not take with you, leave behind. The dead, you obviously know that, people who have been killed. Fleeting images. I think this one is a really good one. So fleeting images, very quick, brief, hard to see pictures. Surveillance videotape, security camera recording. And for grammar structure, all the killers leave behind are. So cleft-like structure, all are, because only these things remain. Okay, it says that the only things that are remain are these things. The dead and fleeting images. Compound noun phrases. So present tense describing general and typical outcome. We already know that they are using the present tense to describing the general and typical outcome. So some idiomatic and natural elements here. All leave behind sounds dramatic and narrative, common in crime documentaries. The dead is stark and emotional, avoids extra words. So fleeting image is a poetic, adding mood and tension. Some example. So leave behind. He left behind his keys at the cafe. Very useful to just use this in your daily conversations. You can use this leave behind in everyday situation in life. So he left behind his keys at the cafe. The storm left behind major damage. She left behind a note on the table. Fleeting. So fleeting means actually something blurry and unclear, as we learned. So fleeting image, very quick, brief, hard to see pictures. It means kind of blurry pictures. So I caught a fleeting glimpse of her in the crowd. I was just a fleeting moment of happiness. It was. Oh, sorry. As I said, I myself am learning English, and so maybe I'm making some mistakes. Just forgive me for those guys, because I am learning. I'm not a perfect English teacher. I'm learning. I'm just showing the process, and because I think this would be a really great thing to actually practice and learn and deepen your English. So anyway, Back to the business. It was just a fleeting moment of happiness. It was just a fleeting moment of happiness. A fleeting shadow passed by the window. A fleeting shadow passed by the window. Surveillance? The stores has surveillance cameras at every entrance. Please review the surveillance footage. The surveillance system recorded the break-in. So pattern to remember, these patterns actually, I think this is the good actually action here is to just learn this pattern in the sentences. So if you just can use those kind of a structure and sentences to put your words into it, you subconsciously finally will learn the structure, and you don't need to actually memorize these patterns. All plus subject plus verb plus are is plus result. So emphasis only, this remains. So leave behind plus object, something remains after departure. Adjective plus noun, fleeting images. Descriptive is descriptive mood setting phrase. And that's it. Let's move on to the next sentence. So next sentence would be local police and federal agents follow the killer's trace up and down the eastern seaboard. Okay, local police and federal agents followed the killer's trail up and down the eastern seaboard. Let's play this sentence one more time.
All the killers leave behind are the dead and fleeting images on surveillance videotape. Local police and federal agents follow the killer's trail up and down the eastern seaboard.
Okay. It says that local police and federal agents follow the killer's trail up and down the eastern seaboard. So let's just select this sentence. Okay. And copy it to the Copilot. We don't need to type next because it's completely obvious for the AI. I already gave it the order by the prompt, so it knows everything. So local police and federal agents follow the killer's trail up and down the eastern seaboard. Let's do the analysis here. So meaning, police from the local area and federal agencies are taking the killer's movement all along the east coast. So up and down the eastern coast, it means all along the east coast. Key vocabulary: federal agents, national level law enforcement like FBI. Follow the killer's trail, track clues or movement left behind by the killer. Up and down, in many places along a long area. In many places along a long area, repeatedly moving north and south. Eastern seaboard, the east coast of the United States. Grammar structure: local police and federal agents, compound subject. So yeah, compound subject, local police and federal agents. Follow, simple present, news reporting style. The killer's trail, possessive noun phrase. The killers, you can see the apostrophe is here. So up and down the eastern seaboard, directional location phrase. And idiomatic and natural elements follow the killer's trail is a classic crime story phrase. Up and down adds movement and urgency common in storytelling. Oh, something that actually I didn't forget to mention. I didn't forget to mention that this series, the FBI, is great for learning storytelling. So yeah, that would be a great source to also learn storytelling, not just English, but storytelling as well. Eastern Seaboard is a formal geographic term often used in news. So Eastern Seaboard means the east coast of the United States. So trail, figurative. So some example, detectives found a trail of clues. This camel left a digital trail behind. Reporters followed the money trail. Up and down, we walked up and down the beach. She searched up and down the hallway. Cars were speeding up and down the street. And for seaboard, storms hit the western seaboard last night. Trade increased along the eastern seaboard. Trade increased along the eastern seaboard. Trade increased along the southern seaboard. The eastern seaboard saw heavy flooding. And pattern to remember is follow plus object, track or pursue something. Up and down plus place, movement along a long area. And possessive noun plus trail, metaphor for clues behind, left behind. That's a very fantastic explanation. Let's go to the next one.
Follow the killer's trail up and down the eastern seaboard. The shadowy fugitive
keep running, but the FBI will not give up the chase. Okay, let's play one more time for learning the pronunciations and how the narrative actually pronounce this vocabulary. It's a really good voice, by the way.
Follow the killer's trail up and down the eastern seaboard. The shadowy fugitives keep running, but the FBI will not give up the chase.
Okay, let's learn this sentence. It says that the shadowy fugitives keep running, but the FBI will not give up the chase. It's a really good sentence to learn. Okay, that's it. Let's do some adjustments here. That's yes, I'm using Grammarly, so this is just kind of Grammarly stuff I'm doing here. Okay, meaning. The shadowy fugitives keep running, but the FBI will not give up the chase. The mysterious criminals keep escaping, but the FBI refuses to stop pursuing them. Key vocab and phrases here are shadowy fugitives. So shadowy fugitive means criminals who are hard to see, identify. Yes, so criminal who are hard to see or identify. Mysterious and on the run. On the run. Criminal who are hard to see, identify, mysterious, and on the run. Keep running, continue escaping, ongoing action. Give up the chase means stop pursuing. And quit trying to catch someone. Grammar structure, shadowy fugitive, descriptive noun phrase, key plus ing, continuous repeated action. We already know that, ing. Will not give up, future refusal, strong determination. And the chase noun referring to the pursuit. And idiomatic natural elements here, shadowy adds drama and mystery. The drama and mystery. Keep running is casual and natural, showing ongoing action. Give up the chase is a classic idiom in crime stories, sounding determined and cinematic. Some example: keep running. If you keep running, if you keep running, you'll eventually get tired. They keep running from their problems. The dog kept running in circles. Give up the chase. Give up something, for example, the chase. I won't give up until I finish this. She refused to give up her dream. The police didn't give up the chase. Fugitive. The fugitive escaped last night. Police arrested the fugitive at the border. A dangerous fugitive is still at large. So, a dangerous fugitive is still at large. Here I just found another good expression to learn, at large. I just want to know the meaning. So I'm asking AI to explain this phrase. Okay, so, excuse me for the spelling. Explain this phrase in a clear and concise way for me. Okay, and this is some recommendations from the Grammarly. It's really helpful. It's a really helpful tool to actually install on your computer. Okay, let's go. Phrase at large, meaning simple meaning. Still free. At large means still free, not caught, not in custody. Usage used mostly for criminals or suspects who haven't been arrested yet. So some example would be the suspect. The suspect is still at large. It means it's still free, not caught, or not in custody. Oh, that's a really good one. Fantastic. So the suspect is still at large. Two prisoners escaped and are at large. Police warn that the attacker remains at large. Notes. Some notes here. It says that common in news, crime shows, and police reports, and sounds formal and serious. Okay, fantastic. And the last item here, some patterns to remember. As I said, you can actually take note of these patterns, but I think the best way to learn this pattern is just to learning from the context. Okay, let's go to the next sentence, which is this one. Let's play. Okay.
Surveillance video is often the most precise witness to a crime. Its images can speak for victims when they are unable. After 3 brutal...
Okay, so it says that surveillance video is often the most precise witness to a crime. Its images can speak for victims when they are unable after 3 brutal murders were okay, sorry, because this is actually a raw transcript, and we need to put the dot at the end of each sentence by ourselves. So it says that, let's play it again. Okay.
Surveillance video is often the most precise witness to a crime.
Precise witness to a crime. Its images can speak for victims when they are unable.
Caught on tape in Alabama. The suspects...
Okay, so the sentence would be this. Surveillance video is often the most precise witness to a crime. Its images can speak for victims when they are unable. Let's copy and paste this sentence in our useful AI tool. Next one. Okay. So, meaning, it says that security camera footage is often the clearest record of what happened during a crime. The images can tell the story for victims who cannot speak for themselves. Key vocab and phrases here: surveillance video, video recorded by security cameras. Precise witness, something that shows exact details, like a reliable observer. Speak for victims, represent victims or provide information they cannot give. So grammar structure, surveillance video is often simple present for general truth. Oh, that's a really common use of simple present tense. Surveillance video is often. The most precise witness, superlative adjective, so most precise. Its images can speak. Modal verb can, showing ability and possibility. When they are unable, dependent clause showing condition. Okay, some idiomatic and natural element. Calling video a witness is metaphorical and dramatic. So yeah, because witness normally is someone, a person or a human, but in this sentence they are calling a videotape a witness. So this would be a metaphorical or dramatic. Speak for victims is emotional and common in crime documentaries, so the line flows like a narration, formal but vivid. Some example: surveillance video. The store's surveillance video captured the robbery. Police reviewed surveillance video from nearby buildings. Surveillance video helped identify the suspect. Precise. We need a precise measurement. Her description was very precise. We can say the explanations provided by AI are very precise. That's a good one. So the instructions must be precise to avoid mistakes. The instructions must be precise to avoid mistakes. Speak for someone. It means you are speaking on behalf of someone. So the lawyer will speak for the family. The lawyer will speak for the family. It means the lawyer will be speaking on behalf of the family. Facts should speak for themselves. Self-speaking by fact. The evidence will speak for him. Okay, and some patterns to remember. I think we can just skip the patterns because it's a good thing to just learn them from the context. So one more time, I want to just replay this sentence to learn the good pronunciations. Okay, let's.
Surveillance video is often the most precise witness to a crime. Its images can speak for victims when they are unable.
Okay, so the next sentence would be this one. After 3 brutal murders were caught on the tape in Alabama, the suspects fled the area. They had an arsenal of stolen weapons and they wouldn't be taken alive. Let's just play this one.
Were caught on tape in Alabama. The suspects fled the area. They had an arsenal of stolen weapons and swore they wouldn't be taken alive.
And swore, as I said, I even didn't know how to pronounce this word, honestly, so I just learned. It's not war, it's swore. Swore, it's a good one to learn, so let me check.
Caught on tape in Alabama. Surveillance video is often
most precise.
Its images can speak for victims when they are unable.
After 3 brutal murders were caught on the
suspects fled the
Alabama.
Area. They had an arsenal of stolen weapons and swore they wouldn't be taken alive.
And swore they wouldn't be taken alive. And swore they wouldn't be taken alive. And swore they wouldn't be taken alive. You can just repeat these sentences by yourself aloud to just practice. And swore they wouldn't be taken alive. Let's play one more time. It's a really good thing to just shadow and learn. Let's play one more time. Good.
Were caught on tape in Alabama. The suspects fled the area.
Yeah.
They had an arsenal of stolen weapons and swore they wouldn't be taken alive.
Swore they wouldn't be taken alive. Okay, let's go to the analysis for this sentence. So let me check the last sentence. The last sentence was the surveillance video is often the most precise witness to a crime. Images can speak for victims when they are unable. And the next sentence actually is starting from this point. After 3 brutal murders were caught on tape in Alabama, the suspects fled the area. They had an arsenal of stolen weapons and swore they wouldn't be taken alive. It's a really good sentence to learn. Let's try this one. Okay, next one. Let's just get rid of this kind of stuffs here. So I just want to do some adjustment, grammatical adjustment by Grammarly. Okay, good. Let's go. So, meaning, after 3 brutal murders were caught on tape in Alabama, 3 violent murders were recorded on video in Alabama. After that, the suspect escaped. They had many stolen weapons and promised they would rather die than be arrested. So just let's pause here. I'm really interested to learn the British pronunciation and British accent for this sentence. So English United Kingdom and Ryan. Just generate the sound, because I think it's a good practice to learn different accents, different...
After 3 brutal murders were caught on tape in Alabama, the suspects fled the area. They had an arsenal of stolen weapons and swore they wouldn't be taken alive.
Okay, let's play one more time. Let's play it one more time.
After 3 brutal murders were caught
3 brutal murders were caught
on tape in Alabama,
the suspects fled the area.
They had an arsenal of stolen weapons.
They had the arsenal of stolen weapons and swore they wouldn't be taken alive. Okay. You can actually use some kind of text-to-speech, free text-to-speech tools online. That's a really good practice to do. Let's get back to the analysis. Okay, so 3 violent murders were recorded on video in Alabama. After that, the suspects escaped. They had many stolen weapons and promised they would rather die than be arrested. Key vocabulary. Brutal murders. So brutal murders or brutal murders in American, or I think the British one would be brutal murders. We just skipped the R for pronunciation. Brutal murders. Extremely violent killing. Extremely violent. It's not just a simple killing. It's extremely violent killing. Caught on tape, recorded on a videotape. So fled the area, escaped or left quickly to avoid capture. Escaped or left quickly to avoid capture. Arsenal of stolen weapons, a large collection of guns or weapons that were stolen. Swore they wouldn't be taken alive. This is a really good structure to learn. Swore they wouldn't be taken alive. So they promised they would fight to death rather than be arrested. This is a really good one. I love that. Swore they wouldn't be taken alive. So grammar structure. After 3 brutal murders were caught on tape. Past passive tense, were caught. The suspects fled. Simple past, completed action, an action that is completed now. They had an arsenal, past simple possession, and swore they wouldn't be taken alive, past verb plus future in the past. It's a really good structure. Future in the past, they wouldn't be taken alive. Normally, for the future in the past, we use would, and you can see that, wouldn't be taken alive. So idiomatic, caught on tape is classic crime show language. Fled the area sounds formal and police reported like. Arsenal adds drama, suggests danger and Preparedness, and preparedness is a good one. Preparedness. Wouldn't be taken alive is a dramatic, almost cinematic phrase used for desperate criminals. Some example, this is a good one. We can just read aloud this example to deepen our knowledge. Caught on tape. The fight was caught on tape. The thief was caught on tape stealing a bike. The accident was caught on tape by dashcam. Fled. Okay, I just want to check this pronunciation one more time. Normally it works based on your Windows settings, your Windows actually local setting. My local setting are Australian English, so I just wanted to learn the Australian pronunciation. Let's check.
The fight was caught on tape.
The fight was caught on tape. The thief was caught on tape stealing the bike.
The accident was caught on tape by a dash cam.
The accident was caught on tape by a dash cam. Okay, let's play one more time. Oh, sorry. Just... Okay.
The fight was caught on tape. The thief was caught on tape stealing a bike. The accident was caught on tape by a dash cam.
That's a really good one. Okay. And that's it. So we can now go to the next one. Let's do this one.
I'm Jim Kallstrom, former head of the FBI's New York office. Racing across several states, the fugitives tried to elude the FBI, and agents hope to capture them without more bloodshed.
Okay, that's a really good introduction from Jim Kallstrom. I'm Jim Kallstrom, former head of the FBI's New York office. Racing across several states, the fugitives strive to elude the FBI, and agents hope to capture them without more bloodshed. That's a really rich and fantastic introduction. Let me check. Okay. Next one. Let's get rid of this kind of marks and again some adjustments, simple adjustments. That's it. Okay, Jim Kallstrom, a former FBI leader in New York, explains that the fugitives sped through multiple states trying to escape the FBI. Agents are determined to catch them without any more violence. Key vocabulary. Former head, someone who used to be in charge. So someone who used to be in charge, for example, a previous manager, previous boss, or previous head, everyone, former. Racing across several states, moving very fast through multiple states. Racing across several states. It's a really good structure, good phrase to learn. Racing across several states. Racing across several states. Fugitives, people running from the law. Elude the FBI, avoid to escape the FBI. Avoid or escape the FBI. Avoid or escape the FBI. Elude the FBI. Bloodshed means violence that causes injury or death. Grammar structure. I'm Jim Kallstrom, former head. Introduction and a positive phrase. Racing across several states, participle phrase describing the fugitives' movement, try to elude, past simple infinitive, and agents hope to escape. Agents hope to capture them, present simple ongoing intention without more bloodshed. Prepositional phrase showing desired condition. And some idiomatic and natural elements here. Elude the FBI's classic crime story language, formal, dramatic. Racing across several states means adds, actually here it adds speed and urgency. Racing across several states without more bloodshed is a serious emotional phrase often used in law enforcement context. And the good part, examples. Just try to, when you are actually doing this exercise by yourself, just try to read aloud these examples, because it really helps you to deepen your knowledge and the words that you just learned. So former head, she's the former head of the department. The former head now works as a consultant. They interviewed the former head for advice. Race across, we raced across town to catch the train. Firefighters raced across the city during the emergency. The kids raced across the field. Elude. The thief managed to elude police. The thief managed to elude the police. Let me check the pronunciation of thief. I'm just interested to learn more about these. Okay, so
thief,
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 thief. You just need to put your tongue between your teeth, upper jaw and lower jaw. Just say thief,
thief,
thief. Oh, that's a good one. Yep, it's a good one. Okay, let's move on. They tried to elude capture. The suspect eluded officers for hours. Bloodshed. The goal is to end the conflict without bloodshed. Negotiations hope to avoid bloodshed. The protest ended in bloodshed. So patterns to remember: former plus role, someone who used to hold a position. Try to plus verb, attempt something. Try to, for example, try to steal, try to clean, try to avoid, try to elude. Hope to plus verb, desired future action, hope to avoid, hope to do, hope to clean. Without plus noun, showing a condition to avoid. Without violence, without delay. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. Let's go to the next one. Okay.
In the 1990s, Birmingham, Alabama saw a drop in both its population and its crime rate.
Okay, in the 1990s, Birmingham, Alabama saw a drop in both its population and its crime rate. I think this is a really good structure to learn. Just saying two things in parallel, in both X and Y. So let's just check one more time.
In the 1990s, Birmingham, Alabama saw a drop in both its population and its crime rate.
Okay. Let's shadow this sentence. It's a good one to learn.
In the
1990s, Birmingham, Alabama saw a drop in both its population and its crime rate. Okay. We continue.
But even in
the safest cities, killers can strike. Let's copy this sentence and analyze it. Okay, that's a really good one. Again, some adjustments. Okay. So it means that in the 1990s, Birmingham's population and crime levels both went down. But even very safe cities can still experience sudden violent crime. Sudden violent crimes. Key vocabulary. Saw a drop means experience a decrease. Saw a drop. Experienced a decrease. Crime rate, the amount of crime happening in a place. Safest cities, it means cities with very low crime rate. And killers can strike. It means killers can attack suddenly. Grammar structure: in the 1990s, Birmingham saw a drop. Past simple, describing a trend. Oh, as I said, both X and Y paired decrease. Population plus crime rate. It says both are decreasing. So killers and strike. Killers can strike. Model can showing possibility. Strike used figuratively. And idiomatic and natural elements here. So a drop in a common is a common news and reporting phrase. Killers can strike is dramatic and metaphorical, typical of crime narration. The contrast between safest cities and killers adds tension. Okay, safest cities, killers. So you normally actually think in the safest city there should not be any killers, but it is. Okay, and good examples. See a drop. The company saw a drop in sales. We saw a drop in attendance last year. The region saw a drop in unemployment. Crime rate. The crime rate fell last month. This neighborhood has a low crime rate. Officials are working to reduce the crime rate. And for strike, disaster can strike at any time. Illness, stroke suddenly. Stroke. So let me just check the pronunciation here. Okay. Let me just check the pronunciation. I think it's a good one to learn. Okay.
Illness struck suddenly.
Illness struck suddenly. Okay, it's just connected these S together and it will be pronounced like this. Illness struck suddenly.
SSS.
Okay.
SSS.
Okay, now so let's just go back to our analysis. Sorry. So opportunity strikes when you least expect it. At least expect it. And patterns to remember. So drop, rise, reporting changes or trends, both X and Y, paired items, and CAM webs. Okay. I think this is enough for this session. So at the end, I just want AI to just summarize everything for me. I already prepared a prompt for that. Oh, sorry, yeah. So I just want to please create a clean summary table of everything we covered in this session. Include vocabulary, phrase, idioms, and grammatical structure. For each item, give me a short meaning and one natural example sentence. Make the table easy to copy and paste into my notes. Keep everything crisp and clear. It's a good thing to do at the end of your learning session, because you can actually use these notes to just save everything and use them and review them in the future. Let me just give these to Copilot and see what's happening. Okay, here's a clean, copy-friendly summary table of vocabulary, phrases, idioms, and grammar structure. We covered everything. Is crisp, clear, and organized for your notes. That's a fantastic one. Let's review a couple of them. Let's just review items. A series of deadly assaults, shock the community, frustrates police, leave behind, fleeting images. Of course, some of them are very obvious. You can just ignore them. Yeah, because normally when you actually when you are analyzing the whole sentence, it's the AI suppose that you are very at a very beginner level. But you can skip those kind of phrases and vocabulary that you already know. So surveillance videotape, security camera recording, follow the trail, tracks clues or movements. Up and down means moving repeatedly along a long area. Eastern seaboard, the east coast of the United States, shadowy fugitives, mysterious criminals who are hard to identify, keep running, continue escaping and moving. give up the chase, stop pursuing, and at large means still free, not caught. Precise witness, metaphorical, something that shows exact details. Speak for someone, represents someone who cannot speak for themselves. So the evidence will speak for him. That's a good one. Brutal murders, extremely violent killing. The case involved brutal murders, caught on tape, recorded on video, fled the area, escaped quickly, arsenal of weapons. A large collection of weapons. That's a good phrase to learn. Arsenal of weapons. Swore they wouldn't be taken alive. Vowed to resist arrest even to death. So former head person, the person who used to lead an organization, race across, move very fast through an area, elude the FBI, avoid to escape the FBI, bloodshed, violent, causing injury or death, saw a drop, experience a decrease, and crime rate, amount of crime in an area, in a specific area. Killers can strike, means killers can attack suddenly. Okay, and grammar structures, it's good, and you can actually say that I want a flashcard or condensed cheat sheet or something, but the simplest thing I do, I just after every session, I just copy. I just copy the whole table and paste it in a new Word document, and that's it. And we can change everything and custom the table, maybe like this one, and also we can change the layout, everything. So it's a completely editable. Okay, so as you can see, this is a really good thing to keep record, and you can just maybe print these sheets and just keep it by your side, on your bedside table, just to review them every day. That's for today's session. I hope you enjoyed this session. Please don't forget to hit subscribe and put your opinion about this process, and if it's really helpful, just tell me. I can do more for you in future as I'm learning, because as I said, I'm still learning. I'm an ordinary guy like you. I'm not an English teacher. I'm just a ordinary non-native English speaker that tries to learn English. I found this method really helpful, so I just wanted to show you how to use simple tools to really expand your English knowledge. So we can work through many different real shows, podcasts, movies, YouTube, and everything that's exciting for you. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.